Hey, it's Tina from Holistic Hive. Welcome to another episode. If you are new here, I'm here to bring you the latest in the wellness world, along with my personal insights. If you're passionate about wellness and looking for tips to nurture your mind, body, and soul, make sure to subscribe and join me every Tuesday. In this episode, we dive into the quirky history of toast from its ancient Egyptian origins to modern-day toasters. We uncover how this simple bread innovation became a breakfast staple. We'll explore why toast tastes better than bread and trace the fascinating evolution of the toaster. Next, we shift to the wellness news, discussing Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop, early puberty linked to personal care chemicals, and Bayer's new age factor, healthy aging ecosystem. I'll also be breaking down the harmful impact of fragrances on our health and offering tips on safe, natural alternatives. Tune in for a fun mix of history, wellness trends, and clean living tips. All right, let's kick things off with my current obsession. I saw a social post that stated, "Who thought baking bread again would be better than bread?" referring to toast. So it got me thinking, who did think this and where did toast come from? So I deep dove into some research and wanted to bring it to you today. So buckle up for a quick history lesson, my friends, because this one is a doozy. The actual history is unclear, but some believe that the Egyptians dried their bread in front of open fires to preserve their bread and keep it from molding way back in 3000 BC. Romans would use small pieces of toast to drop in wine to reduce the acidity of bad wines to make them better to drink. As time went on, it is stated that people would toast bread to make it more palatable from going stale but not rotten. Why is toast better than regular bread? Some would say because when it's toasted at 157 degrees Celsius or 309 degrees Fahrenheit, the sugars and starches in the bread begin to caramelize, intensifying the flavor. The fire toaster was invented in 1893 by Scotsman Allan McMasters, but it was not very popular due to electricity not being widespread, and the wires would often melt, creating a fire hazard. In 1905, two Chicago inventors created an alloy that was highly fire resistant. This opened the doors for others to try again with the creation of a toaster that would not be a fire hazard. The automatic toast turner was not invented until 1913, and the semi-automatic toaster, which turned off after toasting, was not invented until 1919. Around 1927 was the start of pre-sliced bread, which had a great deal of pushback from bakers. Pre-sliced bread helped further popularize toast and the toaster, as it was convenient to grab just a few slices of bread and pop them in the toaster for a quick breakfast. Toast can be much more than just a quick breakfast. It can be paired with soups and stews, or topped with eggs, meat, or beans, making it a whole meal. It is also used to calm upset stomachs due to its easy digestibility. After World War II, it made its way into school lunchrooms due to the shortage of rice. It hit popularity in 2014 when a coffee shop marketed it as artisanal toast. Millennials jumped on that bandwagon, upping it with avocado. If you take a scroll through Pinterest, you will see several different ways to use toast, and even created toast sports and bars, making it a perfect brunch option that is simple yet elegant. I mean, You can practically transform toast into anything. It's like the Swiss Army knife of breakfast foods. Whether you're craving something sweet or savory, toast can rise to the occasion. Top it with fresh fruit and a drizzle of honey for a sweet treat. Or go savory with avocado, tomatoes, and a sprinkle of sea salt. It's not just a simple snack. It's a versatile canvas for endless culinary creativity. From gourmet bruschetta to classic grilled cheese, toast can truly be considered a superfood in the world of versatile meals. Well, there you have it, a speedy little tour through the history of toast. And now you also know I'm slightly quirky with a side of random curiosities that need solving. Welcome to the chaos of my brain, where the questions are endless and the toast is always perfectly crisp. Speaking of culinary creativity, I'd love to hear how you all use toast in your own kitchens. Do you have any unique or favorite toast creations? Share your ideas and recipes with me. Let's swap some delicious toast tips. Tag me on socials so I can see your tasty toast masterpieces. Now let's move on to our news segment for today. I came across some fascinating articles. Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop is cutting 18% of its workforce to focus more on beauty products. There's growing evidence that early puberty may be linked to a common chemical found in personal care items. And Bayer just launched a new healthy aging ecosystem called Age Factor. These caught my attention because it seems like wellness and beauty are evolving rapidly and not always in the way we might expect. First up is Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop slashing 18% of workforce to focus on beauty products. Let's backtrack a little bit. If you have not ever heard of Goop before, it is a wellness and lifestyle brand founded by Gwyneth Paltrow. It started as a weekly newsletter providing new age advice. Gwyneth stated she started it because her friends were asking for cooking and wellness advice, so she started a newsletter. By 2014, the newsletter had an estimated 700,000 subscribers. By 2016, it had moved into the fashion scene, then the supplement market in 2017. They tried to launch a magazine in late 2017, but it was quickly dropped due to it not being factual. In 2018, it made its podcast debut, and in January 2020, they moved to the beauty aisle, partnering with Sephora, and by the end of 2020, they were making mattresses and distributing coffee. Goop has faced a lot of backlash since it came out stating it is snake oil based on pseudoscience. They have also faced several lawsuits for false advertising and unsafe products. The company will shift from money-losing topics like wellness, especially sexual wellness, and travel to turn its attention to 3 key areas of growth: beauty, fashion, and food, according to the Business Insider. Known for her vagina-smelling candle priced at $75 and facial moisturizers outrageously priced at $100 a jar, are now transitioning to meet the normal consumers. The company launched Good Clean Goop last year, trying to reach more price-conscious shoppers at $40 a jar. They are expanding their food line, which from what I saw on the menu is priced at $13 to $20 for a salad or sandwich that is made with real whole foods. Note that most of the options are vegan and vegetarian. The only meat on the menu is chicken. Goop's revenue from beauty products is up 40% from last year and projected to rise again over this year. So why is she cutting 216 jobs? I don't get it. I know I am not a financial wizard, but if your numbers are up, you normally do not cut jobs. Although Gwyneth is trying here, I will not be supporting her products or services, even with this transition. To me, she is not in it for the wellness and never has been. She is in it for the money. When you tell people to $66 rose quartz and jade stones up your hoo-ha to balance your hormones, you sound like a cult leader from the 70s hyped up on drugs. I did listen to her interview on the Skinny Confidential a while back. It is episode 677 if you want to take a listen for yourself. She states she has an outrageous sense of humor, so maybe that's why she named a candle after her vagina. She thinks that a lot of people have caught up with her in the world of wellness, which some have in regards to cold plunging, cupping, and some other non-conventional wellness practices. She stated her current routine is to wake up, meditate for 20 minutes, coffee, exercise to Tracy Anderson, which is weights and dance, 3 to 4 days a week, Pilates and walking, then the office, then dinner, and she primarily cooks on the weekends and eats food from her home vegetable garden. It says she is paleo now because she was not getting enough protein before. Maybe that is because she was having no breakfast, bone broth for lunch, and who knows what for dinner. She kept saying beauty is wellness, is what her good, clean Goop line is all about, and that they all work amazingly. I have not tried any, have you? What are your thoughts if you have? I took a peek at her website to see what is all for sale over there. I do not know who she is marketing these items to unless it's just things like she likes. But even if you dismiss all the pseudoscience and alternative wellness practices, just a look at her prices for everyday items will have you giggling. Nearly $300 for a straw bag, $48 for one dinner plate, $86 for a set of 4 napkins. This one is a kicker. Buckle in tight for this one. $168 for 10 macaroons. What a bargain! Only the best for Goop customers. You know who would pay only $168 for 10 macaroons? Jen Shaw from Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. For me, she does not feel relatable. I think she wants to feel relatable, but she does not come off that way at all. She is in a completely different bracket, and she needs to just stay in her own lane. While celebrity wellness routines like these, promoted by Gwyneth Paltrow, often seem out of reach for most people, there's a much larger issue at play in the beauty and personal care industry that affects us all. Beyond expensive creams and supplements, many everyday products contain hidden chemicals that could have long-term effects on our health. One such concern is the link between a common chemical used in personal care products and the alarming rise in early puberty among young girls. This issue highlights a much more pressing conversation about the safety of ingredients we unknowingly apply to our bodies every day. What is this chemical? Musk ambrotte, a synthetic form of the fragrance, could latch onto a puberty-related receptor in the hypothalamus, which would lead to the release of GnRH, a hormone involved in the maturation of sexual organs and the production of estrogen, testosterone, and progesterone. Musk ambrotte is widely used in inexpensive or counterfeit fragrances and other scented personal care products, Shaw said. But it has also turned up in surveys of wastewater and in the bodies of freshwater fish, the researchers noted. Musk ambrotte is a type of synthetic fragrance that has a soft, sensual smell. I probably really like it. It has notes of pear, plum, iris, rose, sage, tobacco, and leather. Ooh, it does sound really good. It has been compared to a cognac or a plum brandy. This particular compound could be found in most cosmetics, fragrances, and household products. While researchers are studying this further, they are not suggesting that it be removed from any products quite yet. They do suggest to use unscented products if you are concerned about the possibility of your children going into early puberty. Although this article is highlighting only one compound in fragrance, I want to highlight all fragrance. So let's start with what fragrance is. Fragrance, which is just a fancy word for smell. You know, when you walk into a room and it smells nice, well, that smell is created by mixing natural and man made chemicals. Can you believe that these man made chemicals can be a combination of up to 3,000 different things? Some of these chemicals have long names like parabens, phthalates, turpentine, metals, and talc. And guess what? These chemicals are harmful to us. So next time you see the word fragrance on a product label, be aware that it could contain any of these dangerous chemicals and throw that shit in the trash. And guess what? Fragrance is in so many things that we use every day. I'm talking about soap, shampoo, deodorant, sunscreen, body wash, lotion, makeup, and even cleaning sprays. It is also in things like candles, room sprays, and even garbage bags. Can you believe it? But here's the thing. Not all fragrances are good for us. Some of them can actually be very harmful to our health. So it's important to read the labels on the products we use. If you see the words fragrance or perfume on the label, it's best to avoid it. Sometimes the front of the product can be misleading, so we have to be careful. You know that greenwashing shit that a lot of companies do so that way they can trick you into still buying their fucking crap? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let me give you an example. Last year, I bought a room spray that said essential oil blend on the front. I was in a rush and did not read the back of the freaking label, and when I got home, lo and behold, I read it, and that room spray actually had a shit ton of harmful chemicals in it. So, first and foremost, fragrance is disrupting our endocrine system. Your endocrine system is in a bunch of glands located all throughout your body. Hormones are made in those glands and released into the bloodstream and fluids surrounding the cells. Hormones control and regulate our bodies. So if fragrance disrupts our hormones, it can cause chronic health issues. Cancer, allergic reactions, decreased fertility, reproductive abnormalities, and a lot more. Some examples of chronic health conditions caused by fragrance are asthma, cardiovascular problems, cognitive issues, gastrointestinal issues, immune system problems, migraines, skin problems, and neurological problems. Well, one thing you can do is avoid buying anything that has the words fragrance or perfume in the list of ingredients. Don't just trust what's on the front of the product because companies are trying to sell things, not necessarily keep us safe. Instead, you can either make your own cleaning products or buy from brands that use natural essential oils if you are looking for scents. There are a lot of great natural brands out there for body products too, so you don't have to worry about those harmful chemicals. I know it might seem like a big change, but don't worry. You don't have to throw out everything you already have. Just wait until you need to replace something and then switch to a natural alternative. Some of my favorite clean brands are Dr. Bronner's. It's an amazing all-in-one cleaner for your home and your body. Charlie's Soap. It's a powerful laundry detergent that saves you money. An essential oil diffuser. A great way to have your room smell great instead of using candles. Zum Bum Room Spray made with witch hazel and essential oils is also a great way to get a special scent in a room, or you can even use it as spray on your clothes. So make sure to check ingredients in the things you use. The words fragrance and perfume are actually really bad for us. If you want things to get better, spend your money wisely. Unfortunately, these days, lots of products have chemicals that mess with our hormones. We can't avoid them completely, but having a safe home can help us stay healthier. I always have a shit ton to say in regards to fragrance. One, because I have such horrible reactions to it, and two, because I have seen firsthand how disruptive it is to your system. If you are looking for some recipes to make your own room sprays, perfumes, or cleaning products using essential oils, head on over to the blog to start making yours today. I will also link all of the recipes in the show notes for you. With growing awareness about the hidden dangers of fragrance chemicals in everyday products, consumers are becoming more conscious of what they expose their bodies to. As we continue to prioritize overall wellness and seek safer alternatives, companies are stepping up to offer solutions that address not just immediate health concerns, but long-term well-being. Bayer, for instance, has announced the launch of its new healthy aging ecosystem, Age Factor. This comprehensive platform combines a significantly formulated dietary supplement with a wellness companion app and a saliva-based biological age test powered by Chronomics, however you say that one, giving individuals more control over their health and aging process. The Age Factor ecosystem is designed to provide support throughout the health journey, from awareness and education to engagement and action. It includes a one-a-day Age Factor cell defense supplement, a wellness companion app, and a biological age test that helps track cellular aging through non-invasive saliva testing. Bayer's goal is to go beyond the pill by integrating digital tools to empower consumers to make smarter, more personalized health decisions. Research has been showing that your lifestyle is a huge factor into your cellular age. Let's take a pause here to inform you about what cellular age is. In the most simplest term, it is the age of your cells within your body, regardless of your chronological age. Sometimes this number can be the same, but everyone is different. Bayer is looking to shorten up this gap between your chronological and biological age so that you can live a longer, fuller life. They are looking at lifestyle factors and targeting an approach to wellness that is formatted for each individual, along with supplementation with the Bayer's one-a-day Age Factor Cell Defense supplement. The ingredients of that supplement are olive polyphenols, vitamin C, vitamin D, niacin, omega-3 fatty acids, DHA, EPA, and a proprietary antioxidant blend. I would like to know if you need to be a certain age in order to be a part of this, or if there's a recommended age to start on this one-a-day instead of the other one-a-day supplements. Are any of the over-counter supplements even good these days? It has been stated before across several platforms that the potency of most supplements are negligible or mixed with fillers because they are not regulated like medications. Their innovative approach to educating and enabling consumers to better their lifestyles through lifestyle changes and not just supplements is a good thing. The old saying, you are what you eat, is true. If you eat crap, you're going to feel like crap. If you eat a whole foods diet, and you are going to feel better because you are better nourished. Same goes for the saying, a body in motion stays in motion. If you are living a very sedentary lifestyle, you are not going to feel as good as someone who moves their body more. So get up, get moving, and eat better. Shop the perimeter of the grocery store, avoiding those processed foods in the middle, no matter if it's conventional or organic, because real food is still way better than ultra-processed foods. With Bayer's Age Factor platform, would you trust a combination of technology and supplements for managing your wellness? Or do you prefer more natural approaches? Share your thoughts with me down below, send me a DM, or drop a comment on my reel about this. I think it's so important to stay informed about these developments in the wellness world. If you have any thoughts on these topics or have read anything interesting lately, I would love to hear about it. Drop a comment, tag me on socials, or shoot me a DM. And don't forget, if you'd like to be featured on the podcast, send me your favorite recipes or wellness tips, and you might hear them on an upcoming episode. And now for the final segment of today's episode. This week, I'm focusing on nurturing my witchy ways. I've been embracing my witchy side lately, nurturing it through my time in the garden and kitchen, as it gets things canned, dehydrated, and preserved for the winter months ahead. There's something truly magical about harvesting herbs like rosemary, basil, and bee balm straight from the garden, knowing that they'll bring warmth and flavor to my meals during the colder months. The rituals of chopping and drying and canning feel like an ancient practice, connecting me to the earth's rhythms and cycles. Each jar of preserved veggies or dried herbs feels like a little potion I've crafted, filled with intention and care. Whether it's a homemade rosemary salt for seasoning or dried mint leaves for winter tea, these small rituals make me feel deeply rooted in nature's abundance. For anyone looking to dip their toes in some witchy ways, it's all about infusing your daily routines with mindfulness and a touch of nature's magic. Start simple by growing your own herbs. Basil, rosemary, and mint are great for beginners and can be used in everything from teas to spells. As you harvest your intentions, thank the plant for its bounty. For anyone looking to dip their toes in some witchy ways, it's all about infusing your daily routines with mindfulness and a touch of nature's magic. Start simple by growing your own herbs. Basil, rosemary, and mint are great for beginners and can be used in everything from teas to spells. As you harvest your intentions, thank the plant for its bounty, and when you're preserving, think of the energy you want to infuse into those jars. For canning and dehydrating, focus on what you use most and start small. A few jars of tomatoes or dehydrated apples can go a long way. And don't forget, the kitchen is your cauldron. Use it to whip up herbal blends, healing salves, and even candles if you're feeling crafty. Embrace the seasons and let the magic of preservation carry you through the colder months ahead. I hope you give it a try and enjoy the benefits. If you do, let me know how your recipes pan out or any fun tweaks you make. Don't forget to tag me on socials so I can see your delicious results. That's it for today's episode of Holistic Hive. I hope today's episode sparked some inspiration, brought you some fresh insight, or at least gave you a little boost. Hey, and if you're loving this podcast, why not drop a quick rating and review on your favorite platform? It would mean the world to me and help more wellness lovers find us. Don't forget to follow me on social media for more updates, tips, and behind-the-scenes content. You can find all the links to my profiles along with more information and resources over on my website. And if you're looking for even more exclusive content or you just want to support the show, be sure to check out my Patreon page. Thanks a ton for tuning in. Next week, we'll explore how mindful choices in food and fashion can boost your well-being. I'll discuss the health benefits of organic food and the hidden costs of fast fashion on our health and environment. Tune in to learn how embracing holistic wellness in these areas can lead to a healthier, more balanced life. Until next time, keep nourishing your mind, body, and soul. And remember, we're all buzzing through this wellness journey together. Be fabulous, my friends.